Hello, everyone. We're so excited to be here. Those of you who are joining us here on LinkedIn Live. This is also streaming live to Hot Hospitality Exchange's YouTube channel as well as Facebook page. So let's kick it off. I'm Sabrina Myers, and I'm here with the fabulous Jo Joshi.
Hi.
And yeah, we are here today, this morning, to very briefly and happily announce,
Yeah.
very excitedly actually,
Absolutely. Very
right,
excited.
our new partnership.
Yeah.
And it is a video podcast series that's going to be called Sab and Joe Meet the World. And so, what I'm going to do first is I'm going to hand it over to Jo, who's going to tell you a little bit about herself to give you a little bit of context because the show is brought to you by DMCfinder.net. So, over to you, Jo, to introduce yourself and DMCfinder.net.
Thank you, Sabrina. Hi guys, my name is Jo Joshi and I'm the founder of DMCfinder.net. We're an online platform that started over the pandemic, connecting event planners across the world to destination management companies, hotels, and tour operators across the globe. We want to make it as easy as possible post-pandemic. We know it's been really tough, like for DMCs across the globe, kind of with no revenue for 2 years, kind of make it easy to get back on that road to recovery. We're here to help them and to connect them with event planners from across the globe in a nutshell. So with this platform, we're going to connect destinations with the help of Sabrina, and kind of get them back in front of the event planner and get them inspired again, get you guys inspired again, and meet some amazing destinations and suppliers across the globe.
Exactly. So, a little bit of background on me and Jo. So, myself and Jo never really actually met each other physically.
No.
We have spied on each other online. We know each other's content. We follow each other on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook and
Everywhere,
LinkedIn
everywhere,
and
everywhere.
everywhere. But we actually met personally face to face at IBTM in
Yeah.
Barcelona last year. And it was a fantastic meeting. We realized we had a lot in common. We both have a huge passion for our industry,
Yeah,
for our
exactly.
suppliers, for destinations and
Hmm.
hotels, and for travel in general.
Yeah.
And of course, we both discussed, how could we work together? What could we do? Because we wanted to be able to utilize both our platforms. My platform of visibility and social media, um, and event management, and Jo's platform and portal of, her strength in dmcfinder.net and her contacts and
Yeah.
her network and her relationships. So we brainstormed a little bit at the beginning of the
Mhm.
year, which
Yeah.
really is this month, but we
That's,
probably
yeah.
brainstormed
That's what
at
we
the
said.
end of just before
Yeah.
Christmas.
December.
And we
Yeah.
decided that we were going to do a video podcast series that was going to be something different. Obviously, this is what the format is going to be. We're going to be live streaming initially
Yeah.
on LinkedIn from our beautiful cottage that we are
Fingers
both
crossed.
sitting in, which looks
We
like
had to
it's in
leave.
the Cotswolds, our
We love
Zoom
it.
cottage, as we call it, right? And so what we're going to be doing is we're going to be going a LinkedIn live with
Yeah.
suppliers like the DMCs and convention bureaus that are on dmcfinder.net. Now, the
Yeah.
reason why we came up with this Sab and Joe Meet the World, and obviously the play is on the word meet because
Meet.
we're in the meetings
Yes.
industry.
Yeah.
We're not only going to be meeting these destinations, we are also going to be talking about how you can be meeting with your groups and your travel
Yeah.
in these destinations. So it's a double play on the word. We got quite clever there. And so what we're going to be doing
Yeah.
is we are going to be, or the premise of this entire show is that we know how much destinations have suffered in the last 2 years.
Yeah.
It's affected a lot of the marketing that they do. It's obviously affected the business locally from a MICE perspective, from incentive travel, from group side of things. And what we wanted to do was use our platforms, as Joe said, to bring the recovery back and bring them back on the road to recovery,
Yeah.
for when everyone can internationally travel and do groups and events and conferences and all that wonderful traveling stuff again. And we want to make sure these destinations are going to stay in the forefront of event planners' minds. And we
Mm-hmm.
want to be very creative and have fun
Yeah.
with it. This is not going to be your usual boring
Boring
webinar
webinar.
travel. It's not. I mean, if any of
Yeah.
you know either of us, you know that's not even possible, right? For us to kind
Especially
of
not together. Especially not together.
exactly, exactly. So that's the premise of the show. We're going to be
Yeah.
doing the show every 2 weeks. So it's going to
Yeah.
be bi-monthly.
Yeah.
It will be on Wednesdays. I would say around about the same time as we are doing this launch
Yeah.
today. The first episode will kick off for on the 20th of
Yeah.
January
Yeah.
2022,
Yeah.
and we're going to be featuring a very, very cool and exciting, actually dreamy is probably the right word,
Yeah, I think it is very dreamy.
destination,
We're very
right?
jealous that we're not there in
Um,
person.
exactly, exactly. And so we've got a little bit of a surprise that we're going to end with, which will be a little clip from the destination that we will be featuring
Yeah.
in our first launch episode. We're super excited to be working with them. We're so excited to be meeting them. And, I just want to say, Jo, we've kind of
Yeah.
been through the outline of how we're going to be doing this show, right? It's going to be
Yeah.
about 15 minutes long, but
Yeah.
we're going to have a lot of fun with it, okay?
Absolutely.
We are going to be asking relevant questions, but also really random questions to these destinations. Because we know that one of the ways that you remember destinations is interesting trivia, random
Absolutely.
facts, you
We've
know,
got a lot of random stuff for you.
exactly, and just kind of sharing insider information and behind the scenes,
Yeah.
having fun with it, and just, I guess, nowadays people want content that's authentic, that's not perfect,
Yeah.
and that we want to have fun with it. And that's what we want to do on this show. We want to bring in these destinations, these
Yeah.
convention bureaus, these suppliers, and we want to have fun with them, and we want to present
Yeah.
and tell their story in a fun way.
Absolutely. And also, I think it's also bringing back what travel's all about. So when you are in that destination, you see little quirky things that you wouldn't get on a webinar. So it's kind of bringing the fun element and reminding them why we love to travel and host overseas events in the first place. It's
Exactly.
bringing that experience back to travel. So fingers crossed, we can get back to some sort of normal this year and get back on the road to recovery. But we're going to help you on that journey, aren't we, Sabrina?
We are so going to help you on that journey. Now, if you are, if you want to find out more about dmcfinder.net, obviously, we have put the link in the post, but we will put it in the comments as well.
Yeah.
It's go on the website, check it out. We're going to be featuring obviously suppliers that are listed on this website. We're going to be working with them. So
Yeah.
if you are on there, reach out if you want to be part of the show to Jo. If you
Yeah.
are not on there and you want to be on there and you want to find out how you want to get on there, then obviously reach out to Jo, but also go
Yeah.
on the website because all the
Well,
information is there.
all on them. We are
All on
launching a new website as well next week. So we've got a brand spanking new website coming out. Yeah, we're excited, really excited. So hopefully we've got lots of up-to-date information for you guys working with convention bureaus. We've partnered up with like M&I forums as well. So we've got lots of exciting things in the pipeline. But yeah, so yeah, check it out and give us a shout.
Exactly. And also what's important is, there will be props, there will be surprises, there might be giveaways. So you don't want to miss out on this. Like, we're going to try to make it as fun as we can. But also, we're starting off virtually. We're going to be doing
Yeah.
these LinkedIn live streams virtually. But we are excited that we might potentially also be doing the live streams from the actual
From the
destinations
destination.
themselves
Absolutely.
and with the actual suppliers themselves. So we might
Exactly.
not be in this Zoom cottage. We might actually be in the
On the
destination
island. Yeah. So
that,
absolutely.
And that's all a work in progress. We are working with different suppliers
Exactly.
on that. So, it's not just going to be a virtual thing, but our plan
No.
is to be consistent. It's
Yes.
to really support the destinations that are out there that have suffered so much because they haven't been able to get mice business. And
Yeah.
it's just kind of combining our love for our industry and our expertise in what we do
Absolutely.
and putting it into one passion project. This is what I want to
Absolutely.
call it, right?
Absolutely. But if
So
there are any destinations, sorry, Sabrina, that are
yeah,
interested in hosting us live, please do get in touch. Then we can get some dates in the diary and start kind of making plans going forward for like quarter two. Because we're open to collaboration, we're open to kind of working with you guys, and wherever you need some support, we're here to kind of help.
exactly. And we've got a lovely comment from Peter Kramer who says, "Great show, great information. I love it. And greetings from
Hi,
Hamburg."
Peter.
Hello, Peter. Thank you for joining us.
Hi.
That's so kind. And Peter
Oh,
is
bless you.
from
Hamburg.
my sport, and he is just, I mean, legendary in the industry. So very, very great to have his support on this passion project of ours. So yeah, myself and Joe will be launching the first episode of our video podcast
Next
series,
week.
Stab and Joe Meet the World. I almost feel like we need to get like an intro done, don't we? Like one of those like
Yeah, with some
animated.
music. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. If any of
We're
you do
very
something like
excited.
that, hit me
Please
up.
get in touch. We need all the
Two
help.
of us on a motorbike, like holding each other, like going over the
Wow,
globe or
that sounds amazing. I'm in. I'm in.
that could be funny. That could happen. But yeah, obviously this is the first kind of collaboration like this that I know of. I'm super
Yeah,
excited that we're doing it. And I'm super excited we're bringing destinations back to the forefront of our
yeah, exactly.
industry. We all got, a taste of meeting in person again and traveling again towards the end of last year. And it
Yeah,
was the most incredible, incredible feeling. Look at the relationships that have formed
absolutely. Yeah,
and the
exactly.
partnerships that have already
Yeah,
formed from that brief
yeah,
time. We
yeah,
know it's coming back.
yeah.
We want to support all of you. So reach out to us and let's make it happen. And we're not
Absolutely.
going to harp on very much longer. We're just going to put a little video on now of who our first guest and destination supplier is going to be on the 20th of January. Stay tuned for details of
Mhm.
exactly what time we're going to be doing the LinkedIn Live. We will be posting it in advance so you
Yeah,
can
we'll
save
share
the
it.
date
Yeah.
and add it as an event here on LinkedIn. And you can, of course, if you miss it, you can rewatch the streams on LinkedIn, on Facebook, as well as on YouTube. And if it's something of interest, if you're an event planner and you're like, oh, this is something really interesting that I want my colleagues to see, YouTube, it's on YouTube. You can literally
Yeah,
share the link to your
on
colleagues.
them.
So super, super
Super,
easy, super
really
accessible.
easily.
And that's what we're here to do. So
Yeah,
with
fabulous.
no further ado, I will now introduce our guest that's coming on the 20th of January.
Hello everyone, this is Nick from Lily Tours Maldives, and today I'm gonna show you how we work in Maldives. There's a work and there's a fun part too. Let's dive right in.
Wow. Oh,
Look how beautiful it is.
it's so amazing. So jealous.
I want to be
I'll be
walking on
there.
that beach.
Oh, I know. Looks amazing. I wish everybody was there this winter, weren't they?
Yay! That was Nick
Yay!
from Lily Tours in the Maldives. That's going to
Maldives.
be our first destination. People, we're kicking off with the Maldives. It can
Yeah,
only get better. I mean, right?
absolutely.
It is definitely a dream destination for so many people, and also such an incredible mice destination. Super, super excited to be meeting them on the 20th of January. It's going to be super interesting. We've already had a conversation with them. There's
Yeah.
so much interesting stuff. We're going to have a lot of fun with it. So if you want to discover Maldives for mice from a very different, authentic, fun, crazy, creative way, then join us on January 20th. Save the date, and we're going to get to know them together.
Absolutely.
And yeah, so that kind of sums it up. We've got our 15 minutes of fame, I want to say.
Yeah.
And but yes, if you're
Oh,
interested, if
super
you've got any
exciting.
questions, yeah, drop them in the comments. Get in contact with myself or with Jo. And we are excited and we look forward to seeing you all and meeting the world with all of you
Absolutely.
from the 20th of January, 2022. Take care,
Thank you.
everyone.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Bye.